Here we have Cammy going for the late summer look with a tank top and super baggy pants combo.
We are the Crawfords. We have 6 kids and are hiking the Appalachian Trail, a 2,200-mile hike from Georgia to Maine. We don't know if we can finish it, but we are doing it together.
Good morning. It was really hard to wake up and get out of the tent this morning because we got in so late last night. I felt like we deserved to sleep in today, but it's not how it works. It's another day. We gotta move. And it was cold last night and this morning. I think we're at like 3,000 feet elevation, so I think it's in the 40s right now. It's hard to tell though. Trying to pack out and get out of camp.
We've been walking here for about 0.2 of a mile with Rainier, and it's taken us 30 minutes to get to this sign which says we're actually on the AT again. That's important to us so that he gets some exercise in the morning because he's going to be in the carrier all day long. And now we are climbing another mountain.
Here we have Cammy going for the late summer look with a tank top and super baggy pants combo.
I know, not the most flattering, but you know what?
With ultra clown shoes.
Gets the job done. We talked to a guy going south, and he said that fresh ground was at the next road and that he was going to be there all day, and that was really awesome to hear because we were hoping that he would be there but weren't completely sure, and that just means we'll have an amazing meal because he makes really good food, and it's really helping me get through these kind of crappy miles.
We have been running into a lot of southbounders for the last week, and it keeps on getting more and more. These are people that started in Katahdin and are heading down to Springer Mountain in Georgia. And it's really funny meeting them. First of all, it's like, what are you doing on our trail? You're going the wrong way. And then it's like, or like, oh, when are you trying to finish by? When did you start by? You know, just normal trail talk, small talk. And they're like, oh, I'm trying to be done by Thanksgiving. And we're like, holy crap. I feel so bad for you because we're gonna be off the trail in 3 weeks. Then there's like the fucking southbound smile where they're still like, oh, hey, how's it going? They're all like pumped and excited because they're just starting their trip. And we're like 4 months in and are just like grumpy. I don't even want to talk to people anymore. Which is just making me think, it's so funny how these people, you know, they're gonna have more in common with us experientially than most of the population, and yet they still feel a world apart. And I think the reason is they didn't go through what we went through with us when we went through it. And there's other hikers out here, like the Degenerates as an example, who we were like cold together in March, and we were wet together in April, and we were swimming in water together in July in Vermont. And that just creates this like really special bond that is hard to replicate. And the reason why I'm sharing all this is because the Appalachian Trail is this really unique place, but specifically what I'm most excited about is that we got to do this with our kids. Because these experiences that create our culture, they create our identity, like, they're powerful. You know, even though it like sucked back in March and certain hot days, like, we did it together, and in doing that, I think it created a bond that it's gonna be hard to measure for us. But now that I'm seeing these like southbounders, I'm like, we don't have that bond. And even when we get off the trail, I know what's gonna happen. We're gonna go into this place that has air conditioning or carpet, and we're all gonna look at each other, and we're all gonna be like, damn, this is awesome. And everyone around us is gonna look at us like, those guys are crazy, what are they talking about? Like, every place has air conditioning and carpet. We're gonna be like, no, what we've been through, like, we appreciate it more now. So, you know, that's kind of the rhyme and the reason for a lot of why we chose to do this trail together. Is I've noticed when you do these difficult things, they do shape and form you. And I watched some TED Talk a while ago about how people in the Army, even though it's like deadly and sucks, they like crave that experience because it creates this brotherhood that's almost more real than any other relationship in their life, and it lasts forever. Like, what you've been through with these guys forever changes you. And with our family, I'm kind of just starting to see more and more. I think what we're going through is gonna forever shape our family.
We just started on this amazing path. It's like a path with dirt and no rocks, and it's like relatively flat. I almost started crying when this started. I was like, where have you been the last 50 miles of my life?
All the kids have been ahead of us, by the way, for like a really long time because they were going for lunch. There he is. Hey.
What's cooking today?
All right, so we just finished. I think this is our 5th meal that we've eaten at the Fresh Ground Cafe with Fresh Ground himself. And I wanted you to hear from him because he's kind of been a bit of a fixture on the trail. We've heard his name for a long time now. How long have you been on the trail feeding people?
This year, we're just past the 5-month mark. We're going on 6 months now.
Okay, so where did you start? How do you decide where to go, or what?
Gooch Gap is always the starting point. In the past, I've done this for 4 years. This is the 4th year, not in a row. I did 3 years, took 2 years off in hike. So this year we started at Gooch Gap, mile 16, and we just worked with the northbound hikers.
Down in Georgia?
In Georgia.
So you've been driving across 13 states?
Yep. Sure have.
And you just like work out of your car here.
Stink bug, yeah.
We got all the food here. And why do you do this?
To me, it's a calling. In my heart, I felt led to do this. It's an expression of my faith, if you want to say.
There was like one night in particular, right?
Yeah, well, I kept getting woke up for about a month, and I had 2 words in my heart: feed hikers. So I just went to Georgia and started feeding, and then I just felt like I got 2 things to do: feed you and love you the best I can. So that's the simplicity of the Leapfrog Cafe. And hikers and me coming together, feeding hikers, it's pretty basic. Just cooking and having a good time.
What kind of food do you do here? Like, give people an example.
Today was Sloppy Joe's, okay? And then I did mac and cheese when y'all came in. We had some watermelon earlier. It's about gone. I think there's 1 slice left. It's kind of messy now, but we just got through feeding a whole bunch of people. We're doing French fries right now. We always just do Kool-Aid, okay? And what do we got? Apples, oranges, bananas, chips. Coffee, yeah, we did fresh ground coffee.
Fresh ground coffee.
We do a French press coffee, so yeah.
What's the most complex thing you make here? Or what are some other things you make? I just want to give people an idea. Well, like, this is not, you don't just like stick out pizza. Like, you make everything from scratch here. Yeah, like we cut on fries. This morning for breakfast was a skillet. So I started out with potatoes and onions, and then I added a dozen eggs, zucchini, and some tomatoes, and cheese on top, and just put that in my cast iron skillet and let that sit. Then we did pancakes. This morning we had banana, blueberries, and raspberries that a hiker had brought. So we put all that together and made pancakes for, I don't know how many, we probably cooked 100 pancakes this morning. So yeah, it's kind of crazy sometimes. So it could be anything. I made goulash the other day, spaghetti, I don't know, whatever we feel like. Hamburgers, cheeseburgers. We asked the other day and they wanted cheeseburgers, right? So we made cheeseburgers. So it's kind of what y'all want, really. All right, I got one request then. One beef with the cafe so far.
Okay.
And that's the dill pickle situation. The first time I was here, you had dill pickles, and I thought, oh, this guy's okay.
I almost bought one some today.
But then, ever since then, there's been no more dill pickles.
I come short. And I saw the jar today, but they only had Polish dills. I was looking for kosher dills.
Yeah, no Polish dills. All right, that's it. I'm glad you skipped the Polish dills. All right. We are currently 32 minutes behind when we were supposed to leave, but I was just informed by this man that this is our celebration for being done with the whites.
You're done with the whites.
Really?
That's it.
But you said it's harder that way.
The Crawfords have finished the whites. Now I'm not saying what's ahead, but it's a little bit harder. a little harder. A little. A lot of this is a big deal. Just a little harder. But y'all got this. Y'all got this.
All right, but we still have to go.
You got a full belly. Damn.
All right, thank you.
Hey, good to see y'all. Everybody's full?
Yeah.
That was really fun. Every time we meet up with Fresh Ground, it's always really cool because there's always a bunch of other hikers there, and we just eat and talk, and it's kind of the only time besides like shelters where like you can talk with other hikers and like just relax for a little bit. It's just a really fun break. Yeah. And then he always sends us off with food.
I just woke up from a nap here in the leaves for 10 minutes and everyone's leaving without me. But I want to open up this special present that was just given to me. It's double wrapped. That's triple wrapped. Oh yeah, that's what I always wanted. I'm like a bear waking up from hibernation. Right, ready to go.
We let Rainier walk on his own a little bit every day, usually. He's been walking now for about 30 minutes.
We just caught up to him.
We just caught up to him. And it doesn't really matter how long we let him hike. He always cries when we put him back in his seat.
Because he always wants more.
But this time, we're gonna bribe him. Time to get my secret weapon. Okay, Rainier.
What does Mama have?
You can get into the backpack without crying. You get, oh, wait. You gotta get in the backpack first. Don't worry, hold on, okay? There you go.
What do you got in your mouth?
Candy.
Are you sucking it?
Mm-hmm.
Because if we suck it, it lasts longer, huh? You're not biting it?
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Someone is very tired. Did you hear me? I said someone is very tired. Are you tired? You've been very quiet. We're going to the campsite. How far is it?
0.2.
0.2 miles?
Yeah.
That's right, we're almost there. All right, Rainier, what does this say? It says Trident Campsite. That way. Rainier, we made it. Rainier, I had a question for you.
What?
Would you like to walk there?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta hang on. Oh, Rainier, look where we are. We made it. Look, and all the tents are set up.
We did 15 miles today. It's like 7:45. It's really nice and early, especially compared to last night. We're doing something new for dinner. We're doing this ramen
noodles that we love eating at home, and I just saw at the store and just wanted it. But it's spicy, so we're doing a separate batch for Filia and Rainier, and then we're gonna do a big batch for the spicy lovers. And then Eden had an extra lunch because we ate with Fresh Ground today, so we're gonna have a kind of a feast tonight. It's gonna be really good.
There's a little fairy house. Here's a little salad. Little fire. The pillow. It's like the cushiony rack right there. I just hanged my things there. And here's like, I don't know what this is, but it's just something. I'm gonna put flowers right there or something. So, yeah.
Even if I was a